Hey y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good evening, good night. Wherever you're tuning in from, it is Wednesday. I hope your Wednesday is going great. I hope you're smiling. I hope you're looking good, feeling great, looking great, smelling great, just being great all the way around. I wanted to say good, but no, I hope it's great. I hope it's at that level. And if it's not, I really, really hope you can get to that level of feeling great, like before this video is over, like within the next few seconds or minutes or whatever. But just try smiling, even though you don't feel like it. Just try to do a little smile and just try to get you started. But I definitely cannot be on here long. I was on my break, so I really only got like probably eight minutes. We'll see. And to my stand. That's another. I ain't been doing no videos. That's not all of the reason, but that's like one of them, because like that stand really makes a difference for me, because I don't want to sit and just be holding the camera for no 8 minutes. Like, that's a workout. So, and if you don't do it, just practice holding the camera probably 1 or 2 minutes. You're gonna be like, ugh, dang. But I've been intending to tell say this the other day. I asked this young lady about another young lady, because at work she ended up leaving, walking off the job or whatever. And I was just asking her, well, have you talked to the young lady, how she's doing, if she's okay? And she was like, yeah, she just haven't found nothing or whatever. First of all, the young lady walked off the job here. And, I guess the next day you looking for something else, but it's just kind of crazy. But she said that's all she had told me. And then she was starting to tell me something about her as far as her kids. They was about to write her up, because she be needing to leave early to get her kid out of daycare or whatever. And I was just telling her, well, she was just asking me, how do I feel about it and all that. And I was just telling her my experience on me being here, for 7 years. I have 3 daughters myself, really 4, because I watch my niece. So it's just like, I know how it is to work at a job, and they have, they not concerned about you having kids. We all got kids. A lot of us have kids, but they're not concerned about that. And I was just telling her, well, for me, my kids come first. My kids come first, and I'm not going to put this job over my kids. And, do what you need to do. Make sure you following the orders. Make sure you doing what they're telling you to do. But, if you need to do something with your kids and it has to be done, then get that done. But just in saying that was my advice to her, But later on, I think it was the next day, like in the shower, all of that played back in my head, what I told her. And it would be right, because anybody who would have kids would feel that way, like your kids come first, don't ever put this job before your kids, and all of those things. And if you got it, because I ain't never seen nobody get fired for calling in some with their kids. And that's basically what I told her. I've been here 7 years. It's people who do all type of stuff, but I ain't seen them fire nobody unless you stealing or something. So either way, the next morning it popped, all that whole story popped in my head, what I said to her. And it's just like, I feel like the Holy Spirit, the Lord, the intuition, all of those feelings just started rising. The thoughts came on, like, because I'm all about making no excuses. And all of that played in my head on what I said. And it was just like, think about if you had a company, with you being a mother with 3 children, how would you prepare yourself for a job? Like, you have to keep that in mind, like, when you get a job. And this is my whole point for today's talking about this, like, making no excuses about stuff. Like, we understand you have kids. I have kids. We all have kids. The managers and supervisors have kids too. Everybody want to be around their kids. Everybody love their kids. Everybody want to spend time with their kids and family. When you are applying for a job, Keep that in mind when you applying for a career or whatever you're about to do. Whether you in a career now or you are a person who don't have a job and trying to find a job. If you're trying to find a job, this is just like a little tip to help. Keep in mind your children. Keep in mind yourself. Keep in mind that's why you have to have a schedule. Keep in mind the times you want to work and what you don't, because you cannot continue to use the excuse, oh, my kids, because they don't want to hear that. Now it's kind of leeway because of COVID. But before, every job I done been at and tried to use a kid excuse, they like, I ain't trying to hear that. We all have children, and I had to get that mindset of like, find ways to work around to get my kids what they need, plus still come to work and be on time. And not leave making an excuse, oh, I got to go get my kid. Because you can use that 1 or 2 times. But every day you can't use that, because for one, you know what you're signing up for when you sign that application. Look at the times. Look at how much you should be able to lift. Look at how much you supposed to carry. Look at how much you standing and how much moving around you doing. Bring your kids into that thought. Like, okay, do I got to pick them up? Do I got to drop them off? Do I got transportation for this job? Because this is an everyday thing. Same time, same this. So start thinking about that before you applying for a job. Or if you're in a career now and it's just hard and you are one who making up excuse, my kid, my niece, my this, somebody else. No excuses. You cannot make up excuses. Get the excuses out of your mind. Get the excuses out of your thoughts. No excuses, people. Like, we cannot make up excuses. You supposed to work. Work when you're at work. So that was just my little tip for today, from everybody who do work. Whether you at home, whether you working at a job, because even at home, you have to have a system set up. The kids, if they're there with you, they can't interrupt. You have to have it set up. So it applies to any and everybody. You in school, it's just no excuses. When you applying for school, make sure you have all that stuff blocked out. Go over all the scenarios, all the plans. Actually plan it out in your head, because, okay, if I get this job, okay, if I get this degree in this, it's going to take this long. I can't be interrupted by kids. I can't be interrupted by this. I got to be here at this time. You have to get all that in your mind. Write it down. Thank God for me, when I got this job, I had people who would be there to watch them. I had the stuff set up. I was able to pay for a daycare, send them to daycare whenever they needed. Now it's just my sister's there. So it's just like, I have the help. I have stuff set up, and I want to get it even better so it can just flow even better. But we have to keep that in mind. We have to plan those things, because you still want to take care of your kids. You still want to give them the best, but you still want to do your best at work. You can't make everything an excuse about your kids, you being late. Even me late, because I've been late this week. Came off of vacation, and my body hadn't connected back with this job yet. So I've been late it's Wednesday. I've been late every day. I'm just going to put that out there. Yeah. So I'm talking to myself as well. No excuses. I have to get up. I have to get my body back on track. Especially if I'm going to take a whole week off. I got to be ready to click back up in quickly, moving, no excuses. So, let's keep that in mind when we're doing things that'll help us flow better, help our mind flow better, help everything flow better that's already been set in place, that's working. You can't change these people's rules, but they do have rules in place. You got to be flexible. So, y'all, I love y'all. Have an amazing day. No excuses on this Wednesday and every day. Let's just take the excuses out and let's find a way. Y'all have a great day. Be great. Be kings out there.